Hey you guys, okay, so today we're doing favorites and I'm going to show you everything that I've loved from this month. Hair stuff, some teeth things, some skin things, a pair of eyelashes I'm going to put on in a second, a new beauty blender, just all kinds of fun things. And I brought my makeup bag in here again. When did I do this? I did this, another recent video when I was bringing my makeup bag. I think it was when I was doing like a get ready with me. Oh, and a pair of shoes and sunglasses. Okay, we're just gonna go. I told you that I've been kind of keeping my things sloppily in this. Oh my gosh, but yeah, I've just kind of been keeping all the drawers out of there until it's totally done because the plumber has to get up under there and do stuff to to do the faucets and stuff. So I just figured I would wait. When I get everything kind of back in there and I get things back in that drawer, I think I'm gonna do like a little tour of that little area where I do my makeup and all my things that I keep in that drawer because I love having a big space where I keep a lot of things. Obviously, I can't keep everything combined into just one drawer because this is what I do. I get a lot of stuff to try. I have a lot of new things that I like to try out. I can't sit somewhere where all of that stuff exists and get ready. It would really overwhelm me. So I kind of have to sit and have like things in an area. Okay, so whatever. So I've been keeping it in here. So we'll talk about that. But I just brought my whole bag in here and I just thought that I would show it to you guys. Should I show you these sunglasses first? What do I want to do first? I kind of wanted to do something else to my lips and show you guys, and I wanted to put on these lashes, but you guys have seen these before. Let me show you this real quick. This is the combo that I've been wearing a lot lately that I have been loving. Let me show you just for reference. So this is the color that I love. This is like my ultimate favorite, the Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick in Love Stick, which is a little more of like a pinky mauve. But I really have a hard time finding the perfect nude liquid lipstick. They're either too wiped out and like foundation-y looking. They're way too brown. They're too orange. This one is perfection. It's all that I have on today. I usually don't wear lip liner when I do liquid lipstick, but it's called Ophelia. And I've showed you all this before, but what I like to do with it, and really anytime I wear a liquid lipstick, I like to do this. So, my hair got real swoopy there. Sure what happened. So I take this, which is a lighter color, and this is called Muñeca. I can never pronounce that. And this is also a Kat Von D color, and it's a little lighter, a little peachier, and I put it right in the middle. And I love how these don't dry your lips out, but they set, but they're not like cracky feeling. And I just put it right in the middle, and it gives it a little bit of depth. I don't know. I just love that. I even do that when I use this color, the Love Stick. So check out those colors. Grab the Ophelia and the Muñeca for sure, just to put on top of anything. This one I have a hard time, the Muñeca, wearing totally on its own because I feel like it's a little light, but 100% favorite. Before I do those lashes, because I just want to show you how easy they are, all that I'm wearing today is the Milk. It's hard when you have things in a bag. The Milk Kush Mascara, which I showed in a few videos ago. You guys, if you did not see that Sephora video where I talked about some new great things that you have got to check that out. But amazing, such a good mascara. I honestly didn't know if I was gonna like it. I'm just usually not that impressed by mascaras, like new ones, but oh my gosh, so good. I'll show you the lashes in just a second, but one of my dreams has come true. My very favorite little makeup tool, hands down, the best makeup tool I own is my beauty blender. And they've always come out with different colors. I've always said, like, if they ever come out with a different color, I try it. The pink is always well, it just flew on the floor. The pink is always my go-to. It's just always what I get. But if they ever come out with a new color, like the aqua one, or I just always grab for those. And years ago, I remember, literally years ago, I was talking about like colors that they were coming out with, and I was like, if I could choose, they would come out with like a beautiful royal blue because it's my favorite color. And I haven't used it yet. I haven't even opened it yet, but when I saw that they had this one called the Beauty Blender Sapphire, I almost died. And oh my gosh. Okay, let me just tell. Oh, it's so pretty. Now listen. Okay, because this is important. You always wet a beauty blender, we know this, but beauty blender, obviously when they're not wet, they feel a little hard. Okay, and I always say, anytime that they come out with like a different color, I remember the purple one, any of the black ones, they always feel a little more dense, almost like they all expand, they do beautifully when they're dampened, but the idea is that I want it to be very soft, you know, and even like if it's dry, you can still use it. But sometimes the colors like the purple, the black especially, they feel a little denser. Like the sponge isn't as soft, and sometimes I'm like, just the original pink is just the best. So sometimes I'm very skeptical when they release a color. And this one feels softer when it's dry. I've never felt one that feels like this. Even the pink ones, like this pink one, and maybe because I've just used it a little while, but even when I first take it out, I can tell this feels smooth, and it doesn't feel like the real dense ones like the black one. And I know you guys, they're made out of the same thing. I know. Something about it though, just literally, so something about it. I'm not saying they're totally different. They're usable, they're wonderful. It's just with me, I have used them so much that I'm super picky about it, and I can tell the slightest difference. Oh my goodness, this one's so soft. You guys have to get this. How beautiful is this? I almost want to get another. This should be the color. This should be the color that they all are. I would trade the original paint. I wish they would just all be this color. This is my favorite. This is my favorite color. My favorite shade of blue. It's just perfect royal blue. Maybe that's what they intended to do, you know? But maybe it was like a royal thing, but they like couldn't do it or something, and they made it like sapphire. But oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Next, they should do like a green one, like an emerald one. Okay, oh my gosh, I have so much to tell you about. Okay, these I don't think I showed in a video. I kept meaning to over the last few months and just never did. Now, I am a black sunglass sucker. Like, I always tell my, like, if I'm ever shopping for sunglasses, I'm like, I just need something other than black. But black's what I always wear. I wear the heck out of any of them that I have that are black. And this was kind of different because I didn't have a black pair that was huge, but that kind of was a little kind of, like I have those Tom Ford ones, those Anushka ones that are like real, you know, they're a little different. These are a little flat, they just have a different vibe. My giant Gucci ones that are like the grandpa from Up, like the big square ones, you know, are good. But I love these because they have this beautiful thing on the side. And when I saw them, I couldn't believe it. I thought they were so unique. And when I bought them, I knew it had this on it, but I didn't know that these were like jewels. I thought it was just like a stud. Like, I thought it was like a, I mean, they're like plasticky jewels, but you know what I mean. Like, they were just like a metal or something. I just love them. Like, why not have some fun with your sunglasses, especially if you're just gonna get all black ones? Like, why not have, you know, something that's a little more fun? And sometimes I think, you know, I need a brown pair, I need something, but I just always go back to black. I just love those. So I thought these were really neat, and I will link to these because I do think that they're kind of very flattering and different. I just think those are so cute. Gosh, I really want to get into some new stuff, but let me just show you guys really quickly these lashes. Now, I have good eyelashes. I'm not saying, oh, I have to have eyelashes. Like, I'm totally not saying that, but I really do like these. Because, and okay, these are the Eyeliner number 155. We've talked about these. What I love is that they come in a pack of 3. The band is so thin. And sometimes when I wear those real thick banded lashes, I have a pair that I love, those Samantha ones from Sephora that I get, that are wonderful. They're real thick, but they're comfortable. But a lot of times, I'm so uncomfortable in lashes. And these I can seriously wear all day and never even know that they're there, and they don't look obnoxious. Like, I was gonna put on a pair of Ardell ones the other day, and it was very odd. Like, they were just the little wispy ones, but I had already put on mascara, and you know, because I think, you know, that helps. I mean, why not, like, beef it up a little with what you got first? But they looked ridiculous. Like, they just looked like way too thick for just the vibe that I wanted. Like, I just wanted to look nice and put together, but not like I was like going to Vegas, you know what I mean? These are so easy, you guys. And like, they're the perfect length, but they just don't look nuts, you know what I mean? Like, you can just lay them on. It's so freaking easy, you guys. Like, these are just so nice, and they're shaped, like, I still have to, gosh, I mean, I probably could have just left them like that and they would have been fine. But like, they're the perfect shape for my eyes, so you're not like working to like press in one side. You know how they always, like, a lot of them just fan out, you know? These are naturally really curved. Whenever I put a lot of mascara on first, I kind of have a hard time because they like push around. How easy, you guys. I mean, that's so easy. If you are not good at false lashes, give those a whirl. I mean, it's as easy as just putting glue on them and just laying them on. I'm using this Duo brush on, which I've had before, like in, you know, years ago, I would use this stuff. And Something about this one, this particular one, maybe it's not shaking, I don't know, but every time I use it, I mean, it keeps my lashes on like crazy, but when I go to remove them, I have this little like sticky like glue residue on my eyelid that I cannot get off. Like, it's like really hard to get off. It's not just like picking it off like glue, it's just like smeared in. So that's why I use that waterproof makeup remover that I got, that I will show you guys. It's really good too. So yeah, but I mean, it's just very thin glue, and I don't remember it being that thin. I remember honestly being a little goopy, kind of similar to the one that is in, you know, that's in the tube. So I don't know, just so you can see that first one wasn't a fluke. I mean, if you can just sit it on in the right place, you really don't have to work with it much. It kind of like hugs your natural shape. And okay, granted, not everybody's eyes are going to be shaped like mine. Like maybe this is just, these work for me because they work really well with my eye shape. Like they're naturally kind of in that curved shape. It just couldn't be easier. They're light. They don't feel like you're like wearing something that's really heavy. Do you guys remember that time I tried on those lashes and I like could not open my eyes? That was nuts. So, I mean, how could that not be a favorite? These are just so easy, right? And they give you length, but they don't look thick like caterpillar, like bug lashes. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, you guys know I've talked about these for years, but I keep coming back to them. Oh, and I did a little, not anything different. I've done a tutorial on how to do kind of like a look like this, where you leave the ends a little straight. But I did do this with my time iron, and I might do a tutorial because I have gotten really good with that thing. And not that I'm saying, oh, my hair looks great. I'm not the best like hairstylist person. Most of the time I don't do anything to my hair and it just looks blonde. I don't care. But it's nice that something like that gives you a much different look than a curling iron. And you might think, what? Like, it really does. Like, if I go back to a curling iron, it's just a different look. And it's just easy. I can get through it real fast. And I know it's one of those things that's a little hard, but I might do another video. I feel like the first one that I did was good, and I gave some good tips, like from someone that isn't a pro with it and that just kind of figured it out trial and error as I went. Like, I think I gave you guys some good tips. But now, after having it for a really long time, I think, and like really getting used to it, I think I might do another one soon. So I don't know, and it'll be even better than this because I'll actually like really try. But I've loved wearing my hair like this at this length, which is a little, I don't want to say awkward, but I've really loved my hair being a little shorter. But I'm always kind of a long hair girl, and I like to have like my natural long hair, and so it grows really fast. It's already grown a lot. So a couple more inches and I think I'll be good. I just think it shows the curl so much better. Sometimes it can be a little awkward because my hair is so straight that usually the curl doesn't really hit until about this point. Even if I start the wand or the curling iron up really high, that just looks awkward. So I think for me it's more flattering when the curl starts about right here, but then if your hair's short, it's just like, and you don't really have much, to show. But if you do it like this, where you leave the ends straight, it gives you more volume kind of right here, and it's a little bit of a better look, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll show you guys. This was that eye makeup remover, and it's one of those like, you have to shake it. It's one of those oily ones. I don't love these. I usually just use like my Basha for my whole face, my makeup breakup cleansing oil stuff. But like if I do have that little residue, I just put this on a cotton pad and bloop, and I think it'll last forever because I just don't use it every day to take off my makeup. But it's the Chlorine Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover with Soothing Cornflower, and I do really like it. I have said that I'm not super excited about blush lately. I've been using that Too Faced Candy Glow and the little heart that I love. But recently, you guys, I got a new Nars Orgasm that makes me, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. One time, because my grandma watches my videos, but she was like, what are you saying when you talk about that blood? Like, it was funny. So it's the Nars Orgasm. And guys, I've talked about this since day one, 10 years ago when I started my channel probably. But it's one of those things that if you had this, you would literally need nothing else if you had this one blush. And a lot of times I'll just use bronzer or I'll just use nothing. And I'm just not like a have to wear blush all the time type of gal. But when I do wear it, I'm like, okay, like it's good. And when you go back to this one, like to this product, you're like, okay, it's good. Like, it's the best. I have actually used up complete ones of these over the years, just the regular size. But this is a new little big special size. And it's big. It's almost like, is it quite the size of like the Lagoon? Ooh, the Laguna bronzer, do you guys remember? See, that's another one. I'm like, maybe I should pick that up again. But no, I've always had good luck with Nars blushes and Nars things like that, and eyeshadows, so I just love them. So this is just the perfect color, and it even has like Nars embossed in it. So this, I'm convinced, will last me for a very long time, but it is one of those blushes that you just want to use every day. So I do tend to go through these. So check that out. That's what I'm wearing today. This is something that I feel a lot of brands are kind of starting to do now, which is like the little volumizing brow little gels, you know what I mean, that are colored. So the Benefit, what is it called? Gimme Brow. That one is a very good formula, but here's the thing. The Hourglass one, and I wear the shade Warm Brunette. This one, I got like a big old hair on my eyelash. This one is so good, and I think honestly the best because of the brush. If the Benefit one had a brush like this, I may say that about the Benefit one. But with the Benefit one, it's a little pokey, it's a little tiny, dense brush. And when you're trying to volumize your brows, which is the whole point of these, you honestly need a little fluff side. Can you see how this one has like the side over here, which is like, you know, where you'd really pack on color, I guess, like where I use it in my arch. And then the side over here on this side is very fluffy. This really kind of fluffs up this part and volumizes, you know, and then you can turn it to the little harder side and really get the color on your arch. So it's just the best little brush. It's the best product where I can literally wake up in the morning and not always feel like I need to do my brows because they really have like filled in and they've just gotten better. But it's funny because I can grab this out and just be like do 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 and feel like my brows are done. So I love that, and I would definitely recommend it. I'm wearing that today. The Hourglass brow volumizing fiber gel, and you don't feel like you have to paint on like Instagram brows every day. It's just good. It really works, but you can look like you have that, you know, if you try this. To kind of tell you what else I'm wearing on my eyes today, I have really fallen in love with this, the Chanel eyeliner pen. I kind of have really fallen in love with this fast because I haven't had it, I don't think, the full month. But here's the thing, like I am really all in to those Urban Decay 24/7 pencils, the eyeliners. I don't think you can really beat those with eyeliners. But when it gets hot outside, I start noticing that those become a little more difficult for me. Like sometimes, you know, they'll kind of separate a little in the middle, or like if I really smudge it out a lot, it'll kind of, you know, touch up here. And it's not anything that you can really do. Sure, you can put powder over them, like eyeshadow, you can do all that. But if your eyelids are oilier and it is 100 degrees outside and humid like it is here, a product that is a creamier product like a pencil that's not meant to set like a paint or to dry like a liquid liner does, it's gonna melt, you know, it's just gonna go back to its original state. But this, if you get something that will set, that's very good for this time of year. I still very much recommend those pencils, and those are my favorite, and I still use them all the time. But I think on like really hot days, if you really want to wear eyeliner, you got to do something like this, which is a pen that will really set. And this is so easy. It gives you like the best little wing. And you know, I feel like I've tried so many of these, and you know, they're all good. I mean, there's some that are, you know, they go on like super shiny, or I don't like the applicator. I really love this one because the applicator is like a little felt tip that's very sharp. And it's just the perfect size, and it wears really nicely. So it makes you feel a little special and fancy when you put it on, but it works really well. So love that so much. I feel like we're just like, I don't even know how long I've been talking. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how pretty this is. I've got to do a jewelry video soon. I have gotten so many new things. I want to update you guys on some new things I've gotten. But we'll talk really soon. But oh my gosh, you guys, this, so pretty. Did it come in other colors? I don't remember, but you guys know I love necklaces that kind of have this shape, and this is just so good. Love this so much. Really, really nice. In my QVC video a while back, I talked about this, the Smile Active's teeth whitening thing. I'm super skeptical. Like, you know, those little things came out. I even bought one of those little devices, you know, like little $20 things that you put in that you saw on Instagram. You know, I was like, and it came with like bleaching gel, but I don't feel like the light was strong enough. This one is a lot different. So this is the Smile Actives. It comes with a nice case. It comes with like 2 of these pens. It depends on what kit you buy, but I just keep this pen like in my little, you know, cabinet in my vanity. But what I do is, you know, you take this off. It's so easy, y'all. And I have really, oh, it's coming out. And I have really sensitive teeth, so, oh no, it's just a bubble. the fact that I can use this really makes me love it even more because normally I can't use a lot of teeth whitening stuff, and it works. So anyways, what I do is I put it on my teeth. So you paint it on. It was coming out. And then you don't have to make molds. You don't have to do, because I've had stuff. Yeah, that little kit that I got that time, I had to like freaking make mold. I'm like, ugh. So this is neat because you got your phone anyways, right? Plug it in your phone. It comes with a bunch of like little adapters too, depending on what kind of phone you have. So anyways, you put it in, and no matter like what your shape is, it will fit. And then you just press this button, and it runs for, I believe, 12 minutes. It's really bright. And I don't want to get my lipstick on it, and that's gross, so I don't want to do that. But anyways, you put it in there, and you just, it's comfortable. Like, it is really comfortable. And I really love it. It's just, I feel like, I don't know why I, like, look directly into it. And you can, turn it off, whatever. But you guys, I really do like it. It's not something that you can charge up and, like, it only works if it's in your phone. Do you know what I mean? Which is fine. I mean, I don't mind that. I think you can plug it in, like, there's a USB, you can put it in your computer. I mean, whatever you want to do. But it's just such an easy thing. It's not fussy. And I don't know. I just wanted to share that because it's just such an easy thing. And and I can attest to the fact that it actually does work. I really, really love it. Now, I have been using the Soft Glam, is that what's called? I was gonna say Soft Glow, the Soft Glam palette a lot. I just feel like it has everything and I really love it. You guys know, I've talked about it in like every video. It's very good. But you guys know also that I don't really do a lot of fussy stuff. I've been using that new little champagne colored Jane Iredale. Let me show you. Champagne Silk, which is just a cute little, I just put it on. Don't even have to put on eye base, just put it on. You don't have to put on any powder over it. This gives you a little bit of a shimmery look. But you guys, I always come back to this, the Laura Mercier Matte Caviar and Au Naturel, and that's what I'm wearing today. Now, it's not gonna be like totally matted out, and these actually set really nicely, which I'm obsessed with. They don't crease, they are wonderful. This color is perfection. You put it on, and it's almost like, you see, it's like a pretty, almost taupey looking color. And you just blend it, and yeah, there's really nothing else to say about it. The most like unskilled person could do. It's just so easy. You do not have to do much at all. You don't have to bust out brushes, and it gives you the prettiest look. Like you've put on different colors and like blended, and you found like the most perfect nude shade. And it has a slight little glow to it. It's just so pretty. So really try that. I know I've talked about it so many times, but just try it. I have said before, Too Faced stuff, it gets a lot of love, but sometimes I feel like it's because, oh, it smells good, it's cutesy, it's good, the products work, but I just sometimes am just really floored by the actual products themselves. That Primed and Poreless pressed powder, which I still have not repurchased, I need to, I haven't really been using a lot of touch-up powder, but y'all, best stuff ever. It's so good. It's like better than any like of the most expensive professional. I mean, it's not cheap, it's Too Faced, but I'm just saying, you look at it and you think, oh, what a fun little cutesy brand, and it's really like a, it's a nice like well-known brand, but sometimes I think like people may not take their stuff as seriously as they should because it's really good stuff. So, because a lot of it is really, really amazing. This hair, I don't know what's happening. Okay, y'all. This powder, I don't wear, you guys know, I don't set my makeup with powders. I don't do all that like I used to. But this powder, y'all, I don't think you understand. So, it's the Peach Perfect, and it says mattifying loose setting powder infused with peach and sweet fig cream. It smells delicious like peaches. The packaging is amazing because, well, I had a little bit out. But you have to like open the thing. It's just made really nicely. The little thing shaped like a peach in there. What I do sometimes is I like sprinkle it out in the lid, and then I use it in the lid, and so it gets back in there. But let me show you. For me, like I don't have a lot of darkness under my eyes. Sometimes I do, but I still have that little line right there, and I don't get like fillers or anything. I'm not like filling out my face just yet. But if you put it like this, I say just yet, like come on. I really don't have any plans to. See, you put it right there and it blurs that away. This is a good brush. This is the F87 by Sigma. Really good. It has like a lot of give. And it doesn't look powdery and gross. I have used, recently I tried to use the Laura Mercier, like just the regular old, that if something has too much powder or too much color in it, it just looks really bad right there. But if something's too translucent, it can look real scary. We've all seen those pictures. But if you use something like this, has a tiny bit of a peach tint to it, so I think it's pretty universal, but it's translucent a little bit at the same time. It's just hard to explain, but y'all, it's just so good, and it doesn't look chalky. It's so nice, and sometimes I'll even put it on a brush and like dust it on my forehead and my chin, and it's just amazing. No, I say that about fillers. I don't really have any plans, and I'm not planning on doing any of that. But here's the thing, like with me, my eyes are so like, I feel like they're kind of like open. Well, right. I mean, I don't know. They're pretty open. If I got anything right there, and it made me ever look like, sometimes if I've like been upset or like allergies, if my eye just gets slightly puffy or I look old, I just look older and I look miserable. And like, it's not about flattening that out. It's just about like, I want my eyes to look like open and awake, and I'll just figure that out. So you guys know, I just did the shoe video. Like a giant like Waylon hair hanging off my mic. When you have a golden retriever, it's like that hair's everywhere. But I wanted to share with you guys something that I've truly been wearing so much this month. I thought, okay, what about shoes or handbags? I'll show you my handbag in a second that I've been reaching for a lot. But these I got last year. They're the what are they? They're the Valentino rock stud pull slides, and I have a bunch of the, you know, rock stud heels, and they're some of my favorite shoes. And so last year when these came out, I was like, yes, I gotta get them, and they're really big. You know, they've really got them again this year and whatever. But they're just, I don't know if you can tell how sparkly they are. Yes, they're a little more expensive. You can definitely find dupes or something of these, but find you a good pair of slides. These are nothing new. You know, we've all had slides since like the 90s when we had those spiky Adidas ones that like killed our feet. Something about a slide sandal is just so easy to me, and you know, these are just so comfortable. And I will say, I like these. I like the vibe of these. I had those Givenchy ones last year. I've seen a bunch of them that have like big logos on them, and sometimes I like to just put on something that still is a little, you know, not flashy, but still has a little something special. It's not just like a black pair of, you know, plain shoes. So it's got this little sparkle, but it doesn't have like a designer label all over it. And sometimes I like that, especially like if you're carrying a different bag or something. You don't want to look like too, I don't know, sometimes I'm kind of weird about that. And then let me show you this. So the bag I've been carrying a lot. I know that a lot of you guys that are watching enjoy it. You like handbags like I do. Sometimes, you know, you'll spend a little more on them like I will occasionally, but I will say, after carrying these Antigona, I always say Antigona, my Antigona bags. After carrying these, and I had the silver one, and then I showed you guys that I got this gray one from my friend because she bought this one because she loved mine so much, and she'd been thinking about it for a while, and then once she got this one, she didn't love it. She just wasn't like, you know, she's used to a tote. She's used to a floppy tote, and I was like, I'll buy that from you. So I wasn't planning on it, but when she bought this one, I was honestly a little kind of like, oh, I like that one better than my silver one. I just loved the gray so much, and sometimes it's hard to find the good gray ones. I'm not saying, guys, this is a great purse, I better go out and buy it. They're expensive bags, I'm not saying that. Thought about this for a long time until I bought my silver one. I had really kind of eyed this for a while. Finally got it, and then ended up getting two back to back because, you know, I got it from my friend. But I will say, this I can see being a bag that is forever like classic and forever one of my very favorite types of bags. I love it so much, and I have just really, really enjoyed it. When I compare it to some of my other bags, I guess it's the point I'm trying to make. If you have been considering this bag and you kind of have similar taste, or you own some of the same other bags as I do, you have to try it. If you were thinking about buying something like this and you're just unsure, dress it up, dress it down. It can be very sporty if you're just kind of like laid back, like wearing your slides, you know, wearing an Adidas shirt, whatever. You can dress it up. I just think they're so good, you guys. So I can't say enough good things about it. I did do that video on my silver one. After having it for a little while, I've really, really fallen in love with those. And I would say out of every bag that I own, those are just hands down my favorite. And if you do want to see more on that, I do have that video. It was before I had the gray one as well, but I'd had the silver one for a little while, and I kind of gave you guys an overview and showed you what all I held. But yeah, I will link to that video below as well if you want to see that, if you want to check it out. But yeah, you guys, that's it. That's a lot of favorites. It's a lot of things, I know. But I just wanted to share with you guys all the things that I have been loving this month. I have so many fun things coming up this month for you guys. So many decor updates. I cannot wait to share everything. They're pretty much done, like I said. Just a few more little things to come round out. But wow. So anyways, you guys, I will let you go, and thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful month of June. So crazy. But anyways, you guys, love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.